Knockmore for the GAA, and you're back to play a bit of football.
That's right, it's great to be asked to come back again and an opportunity to play football again, because I haven't played now in a while, so I'm looking forward to it.
So rumour has it you were in the club during the week, polished off the old boots and did a bit of training.
Well, I suppose just to get the feel for playing football again. I suppose the fact that it's been so long since I played, but I felt good and feeling good and looking forward to it.
The last time you played was in the 90s, was it 97, 98, was that your last?
We won 2 county titles in 96, 97 with the club here, and I think I played for another year or 2 and finished up then.
Retired. So you're focusing your career now on a lot of singing and you're gigging around the place.
That's right, and going very well, enjoying it, and that's what life is all about.
So will the Bomber Brogan be in full forward this evening?
We'll have to wait and see.
Great stuff, thanks. Former greats are back in Knockmore for one night only. John Mullen, do you need any introduction?
Well, I don't know about, certainly not a former great. These 2 guys here beside me will be former greats, Willie Joe and Bernard Flynn. But yeah, it's great. Good to be here, good cause.
And even as a Crossmolina man, it's good to be in Knockmore, is it?
Well, I'm looking over my shoulder here. I'm wondering where there must be a dagger coming from somewhere pretty soon.
Well, you're all going to be in the same dressing room now. That could be a bit worrying.
Well, the only thing is I'm going to watch my back out there tonight.
I know, you're always welcome.
I appreciate that.
From a Knockmore person.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Willie Joe, have we got the headband in the gear bag?
Yeah, I was looking for it, but unfortunately I couldn't find it. I think it's well hidden away somewhere.
We'll sort something out. I tell you lads, you're not looking bad for footballers back in the 90s. You're keeping well. Are you in the gym a lot? Or?
It's a clean living, yeah, and plenty gym, yeah.
And of course Bernard is a Meath great, and you're welcome to Mayo.
Thank you very much indeed.
You broke our hearts.
I know, not enough of times. I think I'm the opposite dressing room to these guys here. But
yeah, you are.
Great to meet all the guys over the last number of years you haven't seen for a good while. So I think there's a few other guys from different parts of the country going to play in the rest of Ireland team, but a great cause, and I think Katie, little girl, trying to raise a few bob there for Cystic Fibrosis and her family, and just great. That's why the GA guys, they are the best in the world. They do make an effort for something like this. It's great.
Yeah, and so you had a long distance to travel down, so obviously everyone appreciates that. And
it's great. Listen, I got the call a couple of months ago and I said I'd come for the special cause that it is. It's only just over 2 hours from Mullingar, so delighted to be here, and looks like there might be a bit of a night in store as well. They say when you come to Mayo with the All-Ireland in a couple of weeks' time, there could be a bit of buzz.
We
tonight.
even have a marquee up down there.
Brilliant.
That hasn't been up since 96, since Knockmore lost the All-Ireland.
We'll be bringing home the seek. Are we allowed to stay?
I
think we'll be okay.
That's perfect. Thank
My
you very
pleasure.
much, guys. Thanks. Mayo manager for tonight, John O'Mahony. John, it's nice for you to be down in Knockmore.
It's great to be here, and I'll tell you what, fair play to the organisers, because they really have got a who's who around the place, and it's a great cause as well for cystic fibrosis, and I suppose Mayo is in a football mad atmosphere at the minute, and the weather is good. It's a good time to have the game, and it's great to see so many people, and I suppose it calls true of what the GA is all about, really, of rallying round when there's a cause, and for a charitable cause like this is fantastic.
Now, you have a lot of former greats here with you in the dressing room today, so you'll have a big pool of players to choose from.
We have, yeah. It's going to be a lot of difficult decisions to make there. I was talking to Kevin Staunton there a few minutes ago, and he said there's a few men that you dropped off panel down the years here, so I'll have to get the list of whoever we dropped in the past and make sure that they get a start tonight.
So there'll be no trouble in the dressing room anyway?
No trouble in the dressing room. I'd say the trouble this evening is the trouble will be who wants to get off rather than get on, maybe.
Well, the order of malt is there. We've a team of physios. We've a dressing room just for physios.
Yeah,
so
well, that's someone said to me during the week, all right, that there was an order of malt, and so
Red Cross, whatever else.
That's right.
Yeah,
it's all there. It's all there.
Stuff. John, great.
No problem. Good to have you.
Are you going talking out this evening?
No, I'm actually not going talking out. I'm going to be assistant manager. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, it's great. I was down here a long time ago. I used to did a training session for them down here long time ago, and I left Cavan away back, and I'm looking forward. It's great. I mean, it's great for the whole buzz as Mayo. It was a great time to have it and everything else.
The last time you were here, the pitches weren't looking as good, were
No,
they?
that's definitely not. It's different that time, and you might know as many balls as they have now out training and everything else. But look, it's great to meet all the fellas. I've been chatting to a lot of them already. It's brilliant to see them. Players that you would never have played with, particularly, especially fellas from Connacht that never got a chance to play. You played against them a lot and everything else. It's great to see them. And the interesting thing is a lot of them are in good shape.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I said that to Willie Joe and a few of them. They're all in good shape. They reckon they're working out.
Yeah, well, I went to America with Willie Joe, and I often heard there was gods in Mayo in America, but Willie Joe was a god in America. Everywhere we went, we got free food, free accommodation, free everything. Willie Joe was a real god in Chicago, and we were out in Chicago and Boston with him. So, yeah, it's good. Well, I was chatting to him at the league matches. You meet them at some matches, but it's great to see them all here and a bit of crack tonight.
I reckon after the game and when we're in the club, we'll hear some great stories of yesteryears.
Yeah, when they go a few bottles of beer and everything else, the pints get on.
That's when the camera needs
there'll be a bit of difference. You wouldn't want the camera there that time, right? There's some great stories. I mean, there's great stories told all the time about it, and this is what it's great to come together like this here. Rather than, normally people meet the J funeral or something like that. It's great to meet an occasion like this here.
Yeah.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
I see you have your
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to St Joseph's Park, Knockmore, for this charity match between Mayo Legends versus the rest of Ireland All-Stars. This indeed is a huge occasion here this evening as we look around and see the huge crowd of people here, all out to support this worthy cause, and that is in aid of cystic fibrosis. A very worthy cause, so we're delighted to have so many people here present with us. We have legends by the score here this evening. Legends of Mayo football and legends all over Ireland has come and travelled long ways to be with us, and indeed we appreciate that very much.
Just entered the field now is the legendary Offaly former All-Ireland winner, All-Star Award, fabulous forward, Matt Connor. Give him a big hand, please.
Yes, as already is announced, that great forward that was in a road accident, cut his playing days short, the great Matt Connor. As the teams warm up, and no doubt they will need a little while to stretch out the muscles, because a lot of them have travelled long distances to be with us here today, and it's great to see so many famous names here. Just looking at the All-Star team here, we have the great Kieran McGeeney here this evening with us, and leading the All-Stars will be the one and only Joe Brolly. Also on that All-Stars team is centre fielders Kieran Walsh and Sinan Connell, and indeed we have two of our own men playing with them, and that's Kevin O'Neill will be wearing number 5 and Kieran McDonald will be wearing number 10. They're out there in that familiar. Is that the visitors? Is that the? Yeah, that's the visiting line out there on our left, kicking in here with the breeze. Kieran McDonald there just after showing us some of his style with his left foot. We also have Justin McNulty there and Christy Murphy in the full back line, partnering Tom Riley. In goal is the Roscommon Mangere Sheeran. And that great man Desi Farrell there wearing number 11. Desi, head of the GPA, doing a lot of great work for his former players and present day players. So a real host of players here tonight. Looking at the Mayo squad then. Just turn over the page here. It's rather breezy here in Knockmore, but this team will be managed like the Mayo team will be managed like by the one and only John O'Mahony. And no doubt wearing the number 2 shirt there is Jimmy Brown, former captain of the Mayo team, and Peter Ford and Michael Collins, Micheál Collins rather. Half back line there I see is John Maughan in the centre and Frank Noon and John Fenn on the left. Ilorna Porkia is the great Liam McHale and David Heaney. The half forward line will comprise of number 10, the great and our own Pádraig Brogan. Tomás O'Grady will be wearing number 12. And full forward is Jimmy, the great Jimmy Burke from Ahamore. And on his left will be Francie Finnerty. Some places not just filled out yet, but we'll give you the full and complete team later. Yes, the Val Brass Band leading both teams around St Joseph's Park here for this eagerly awaited charity match between Mayo Legends versus the rest of Ireland All-Stars. The Legends team is led by one and only Joe Brolly. And the Mayo selection is led by Jimmy Brown. Straight away I see the band has even shown appreciation to both of those teams, legends as they are, not moving too fast. The parade is very slow, and that is what I suppose we will expect during the match. It won't be helter-skelter or anything. Let's hope that nobody gets injured. Give the team a big round of applause as they come by there. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. On the Mayo side there, Jimmy Brown, Charlie Collins and Peter Ford, Frank Noon, John Mahan and John Fenn there, Liam McHale at centre field, the great Pádraig Brogan there, looking slim as usual. Anthony Larry Finnerty bringing up the rear there, and our own lads there, Ray Dempsey and Peter Butler, Kevin Stanton and Pat Holmes, just to see a few there passing through. Shamey Weir there in the background. The legends there wearing the Knockmore jerseys. Now as they come into the centre of the field there, the man in the middle today is none other than Jerome Henry. And Jerome, no doubt, I'm sure will have an easy game today. All those lads very experienced. Yeah, blustery kind of an evening here at Knockmore, but no rain, which is a great thing for the huge crowd that has turned out here. Pitch in splendid condition, being played here on, I suppose we'd say, our old pitch rather than the new pitch. Further down, there was more shelter here, and I suppose it was a good idea. Now I think we're going to have our own Naveen.
Okay, folks, before the battle begins, please stand for our own Naveen, sung this evening by our own Reeve Langan.
Gina fina fall a toffui galegeren buin dar slu harchin duranig hoon fui void vesel shan shira shin fasta ni ogfer fin shiron nothing troll Anok the hem savar navwel leganer gale con bosh no sail leganer shre lavogan belair shall live conig aron naveen.
A great round of applause there for a lovely rendition of Our Own Naveen by our own girl Niamh Langan. Don't know how much time is going to be in each half. I suppose that'll be entirely up to the referee to see how players are faring out. But the evening beginning to close in a wee bit. He's well to get it on. The ball is up and the game is on. Liam McHale breaks the ball. Back to the All-Stars man. The great Joe Brawley kicks the ball in. Goalkeeper Gabriel Irwin comes out. Sticks it out towards John Mahan. John Mahan comes away with the ball now. John down along the far side. Kicks it out to Kieran McGeaney. McGeaney knocked off it. Down towards Larry Finnerty. Larry Finnerty down on the far side of the field. Flicking it in, but it's cut out by the All-Stars out to this side of the field. Kevin O'Neill gets it. Kevin O'Neill nips it out towards Ronan Quinn there. Ronan Quinn, originally from the parish here of Knockmore. It's a centre fielder, David Heaney. David Heaney is John Finn. John Finn to Colin McManaman. McManaman sticks it to the bomber. The bomber takes a shot from far out and no, just wide of the post there. Yes, no doubt he'd have liked to have opened the scoring here this evening, as he did on so many occasions here for Knockmore in the past. Yes, Gabriel Sheehan from Roscommon in the goal. Having the kick out now for the Legends. Gabriel kicks out against the breeze. Taken by Kieran McGeaney. McGeaney to O'Connell out the far side of the field. David Heaney touched it along the ground. Onto the left foot of Kelly, and Kelly kicks in, but it's well held by Anthony Fearney blasted over the bar there. That's a point, isn't it? Have we a scoreboard? Oh, we have. Yes, a point there after 3 minutes of play. It looks like that. With the breeze and everything, that Gay Sheardon may be the busier of the two goalkeepers. Gate kicks it out here. Brogan goes in hard there, but it's stepped out here to Kieran McGeaney on the far side of the field. Kieran trying to link up with Welch, but he's cut out by David Heaney. Heaney to Brogan. I think Brogan will make no mistake this time. Turns onto his left and he kicks, and it's Lucan, but it's taken by the goalkeeper. Gay Sheeran out to the far side of the field. Out towards Senna O'Connell on the far side. Connell kicks it in field. Upfield, but the great John Mahan comes across and finds Colin Mack, I think. Mack takes it out again, and it's Finnerty very much on the ball at the moment. But he goes for a bit of a waddle this time. The referee blows the whistle and there's a free out. Good ball on the far side to Justin McNulty. McNulty, one back into the centre here. It's taken by Kevin O'Neill. Kevin O'Neill lays it across to McNulty again. McNulty going up field, but it's cut out there easily enough by David Heaney. Heaney feeds Liam McHale. Liam is going to let it long into the corner again. And to the left boot there of who's that one there? It's Kelly. Bernard. I might get in the program. Yes, the game is going on and ball is over the bar and another score for the Mayo lads. Just as a way they're getting a bit of info. The score now is Knockmore 2, or trying to say Knockmore, Mayo Legends 2 points. Rest of Ireland no score. Ball is up now, it's being cut out here. Into Larry Finnerty again, and Finnerty feeds number 18 and number. Judge, it's been a bad pass, so it's a free out for Legends on the far side. Kieran McGeaney goes to it. Gets round his man and a nice little touch along the ground there. Feeds it to Kevin O'Neill. As I said before, Kevin O'Neill and Kieran McDonald are playing with the rest of Ireland. Obviously short a few players. But it's the Mayo lads on it again. Easy cut out there by Senna O'Connell. Now it's over to Kieran McDonald. Kieran, left footed, sticks it out. Beautiful pass there again. Trademark pass of McDonald. Into the centre is picked up there now by Joe Brawley. Brawley sticks it out to the far side. But a little bit of hesitancy there, and it's cleared again by the Mayo men. Out to Liam McHale, centre of the field. McHale sticks it out this side to Tomas O'Grady there, number 12. Tomas kicks another fine point there for the Mayo lads. The score now is the Mayo boys 3 points. The All-Stars no score. Gabriel Sheehan kicks out again. Out goes Ronan Quinn there. Ronan coming up along, making a bit of ground now. Sold a nice dummy there to Liam McHale. Takes it up. Desi Farrell grabs it there and lays it off to Kevin O'Neill. Kevin may open the score there, but Kevin right across the front of the post and wide. Kevin went for the onion bag there, I suppose. Quick kick out on the far side of the field. Frank Noon. Noon lays it off to Colin McManaman. McManaman to John Finn. John Finn to Liam McHale. They are trashing now. Far side of the field. Up there with Larry again. They're feeding Larry all the time. Ball is tucked in again, but an easy one for Gay Sheeran. Tom Riley's having the full of his hands in there, full back. But the ball here is with Sinan Connell. Connell up to Desi Farrell. Dublin teammates. Desi in along the side. Takes it across and it's into Bernard Flynn. And Bernard Flynn has missed a sitter, but it's tapped over the bar there by... I think it was Kieran McDonald or was it Jim Sherwood, I'm not sure. It was the opening score for the All-Stars. About 10 minutes gone now in the first half. Ball is held again by Des Farrell. Desi Farrell just kicks it in and over the line. The All-Stars are playing against whatever breeze is here this evening, so that much a little bit more difficult, I suppose, for them. Short kick out again. Finds John Mahan. Mahan on his left, kicks it out the side of the field towards John Flynn. John Finn. The man who got his jaw broken and nobody ever knew who broke it, but seems to be all right now, thank God. McManaman drops the ball there. Ball is over now with Sinan Connell. Connell to Kevin Welch. Kevin making it to the ground, tips it in towards a great Desi Farrell again. Desi very much on the ball. Moving well. Back out now with John Finn. Downfield here to Colin Mack. Colin missed the ball, bounce. Going to be confronted here by Christy Murphy. Ball with Liam McHale, takes it basketball style. Colin McManaman is going to try a shot, but Tom Riley grabs the ball and sends it out towards great Joe Bradley. Bradley, so in the field. It's out to number 20. Obviously a sub that has come in. On the far side by Kieran McDonald. Kieran McDonald over to Kevin Welch. Kevin Welch, basketball style at the centre of the field. Lays it off there nicely, and it's with Bernard Flynn.
You know, there's a little boy missing. Cormac O'Malley is his name, so he's wearing a green jacket. Cormac, if you're listening, can you go up to the clubhouse where the marquee is, where that white tent is, please? Cormac O'Malley.
Okay, after that public address there, there's kick out again for the Mayo Legends. Ball is out here with John Finn. Not an awful lot of marking being done, but it's out there. O'Grady is going for them clearly together. Clash at the line, but it's a line ball for the All-Stars. Into Liam McHale there. McHale does it. Oh, and a hefty jump there from number 40. Who's number 40 from Mayo? Jimmy Burke, the great Jimmy Burke there.
The first substitute is in the Mayo jerseys. That, of course, is Willie Joe Padden.
The bullet from Belmullet has appeared. Great Willie Joe. And Pat Holmes.
So a big round of applause for Colin McManaman. He's coming off there.
Yes, Colin Mack going off. He's done his bit there, and the great Willie Joe is in here wearing number 21, and Pat Holmes wearing number 20. Yes, obviously John O'Mahony looking for a bit more power in the forward line here for Mayo. But the All-Stars, O'Connell was going for it there, but ball is out this side of the field with Liam McHale. Liam McHale roving around the mention there, playing it well into O'Grady. O'Grady trying to get by Kieran McGeaney, and that's not going to be easy. McGeaney stuck out the hands there as he did for Armagh, their All-Ireland final. Well got by Larry Finnerty. The game has gone up a cog or two now. And Finnerty, whoa! Yes, over the crossbar for another point. Yes, reminiscent of '89. The great Larry Finnerty. Score now, Mayo 4 points, the All-Stars 1 point. Ball is with Kieran McGeaney on the far side of the field. Kieran McGeaney kicks it out here to Kevin O'Neill. Crossfield, O'Neill links up with Kevin Walsh. Gives it to O'Neill again. O'Neill.
And Brian Kilkelly has got in, so big round of applause for them there, the number 4 jersey.
Still very. Kevin Walsh now going to take a shot. Kevin, a beautiful side footed kick there and over the bar. A fine point there for the All-Stars. Yes, that was a fine point taken from the side of the boot. A skill in itself, really. A lot of skill out here tonight. Lads who practice it down the years and entertaining the crowd here. John Finn grabs the ball on the far side of the field. A lot of different numbers now, not going according to programme or anything here, so we do our best to give you an idea of who's on the field at the time, but ball is up now and the All-Stars are trying to make inroads there, but it's still on the far side of the field, and it's back with Kieran McDonald, number 10. Easy enough to pick him out, and even though the
number 23 that's on there as well as Tom Mahon, he is a former Sligo footballer.
Goldilocks of McDonald are gone, so. And that's Goldilocks on the ball now at the moment, number 10, and he doesn't take the score himself.
Will he score?
He gives it out to number 23, and new man came in there, he just missed his name. Fine score there.
Henry Gavin as well.
Henry Gavin, former Mayo captain.
Now, a big round of applause for Frank Noon. Frank's under a bit of pressure there. Well done, Frank.
Frank Noon and his show body. Play goes on while those subs come in and out.
He's on the ball.
Joe Brawley like iron, he nearly fell over the line there, but back to Joe Brawley, and Brawley will try and chip the goalkeeper, which he does, I think. Or did he?
Eddie McHale, how did you miss that one?
Don't see any flags. Here McHale coming down and seeing being tackled there by Bernard Flynn. Back into Liam McHale. Mayo lads linking up very well. Long ball in, and Brogan is in on the full forward line there. Getting under it, just try to take it with one hand there, but being closely marked there. The ball is still in the danger area, being flicked up there by Ronan Quinn. Quinn comes out on the far side of the field. Young top with Kieran McDonald. McDonald finds O'Neill. O'Neill up the far side. Links well with Brawley. Brawley has moved over the far side of the field. The All-Stars now are cut out again by, is it Gary Ruan there on the far side of the field? Willie Joe Padden there gets his hand to a big round from the crowd. An equally big crowd there when Pádraig Brogan puts his hand on the ball. Popular players, no doubt. Brian Kilkelly there. Someone has been right like this is the Brogan, and Brogan gets a free there, and no doubt it's ideal from his side of the field. I'm sure he'll be taking it himself. Rumour had it he was down here during the week practicing free, so I'm sure he'll make good of this one. Is he going to take it from the hand? I think he is. Gone by days he'll be throwing it on the carpet, but this is the new thing now, and Pádraig grips, and yes, a little bit short, coming up a little bit short. Back out to him again, but he's not contesting it. So it's Kieran McDonald on the far side. Over this side, and Kevin O'Neill is running onto it. Yes, he's going to take on Mahan. Not for the first time, it's with Joe Brawley. Brawley feeds O'Neill, and O'Neill is not. Yes. No doubt they could have registered a score, but they're liking to have a bit of. Good ball out this side of the field now. O'Neill grabs it again. Sticks it in towards Joe Brawley, but Joe Brawley hasn't got the legs for it on this occasion. Score now, the Mayo Legends 4 points, the All-Stars 3 points. Close enough match. 16 minutes gone in the...
Now put your hands together for Porrick Brogan. He's coming off there.
After that heavy charge there, taking a breather. Ball goes in and goes over the line at the far end, and Gay Sheehan just stops it from going over. Gay kicks it out. Over here towards Sinan Connell. Dublin player coming up along the wing. Flicked in but cut out there. I don't know. Not familiar with that number 18. Sticks it out here to Willie Joe Padden. Picks it down, tries to stick up with O'Grady. That he does. O'Grady in towards Pat Holmes. Pat Holmes flicked it inside, but the referee judged that he threw the ball rather than passed it. It's out towards Kevin Walsh at the middle of the field. Kevin up along the far side. Game played in a very sporting manner here this evening. No blanket defences or no cynical fouling or anything like that. Yes, a good point from the far side. I think it might have been Tom Mahan to say. Gabriel Irwin now for the kick out. Man who gave Mayo great service down to the years, a great goalkeeper. The ball now is with John Mahan. Mahan flicks it out the far side. Liam McHale takes it on the run. Nice punt pass out the far side of the field. Takes the return. Still has got the energy to run. Left footed kick there, but Anthony Larry comes onto it, but shouldered out of the way by the great Kieran McGeaney. McGeaney is going for a run up the field, ready to take the pass, but it's not coming his way. It's going to him now. McGeaney looking up, like to register a score, kicks it out to the far side of the field. It's got there by Desi Farrell. Desi Farrell going through. I think he's just. This must be a penalty, but I don't see the referee.
Is that not a penalty, no?
I think it should have been, but the referee thinks the man fell over. Ball on the far side of the field now. A race here with McGeaney and the Mayo man. The Mayo man gets to it first. Number 18 very much in the play. Sticks it down to O'Grady on the far side of the field. Pat Holmes lays it off to McHale. McHale sticks it inside to Jimmy Burke, and it's oh yes, it could have been pulled on there, but it's yes, it's going through. There's a free at this end. Yes, and the referee is going to give the free in here. The sides are level. 24, who is? Jesse must be. We're at 5, 10, 15. We're over 20 minutes now on. We're over 20 minutes. 20 minutes might have been enough for those sides, so this is a penalty after. Oh,
where that
was. Fine goal there from the penalty spot. Score for Mayo. There's the score now. Mayo 1-4. The All-Stars.
So some of the
4 points
that aren't togging out right now, can they make their way into the pitch? Vincent Nally, Mickey Cairns, John Nealon, Martin McHugh is up there.
Ball is out now with Kevin O'Neill on the.
Sean Lowry.
As we're.
And Ray Dempsey. Because we're going to have a chat with some of the players that aren't togging today. So
yes, the ball now is with Kevin Walsh. Kevin Walsh up along the right wing here now. Kevin going forward now, and the ball flicks it nicely in over the top there to Kieran McDonald. McDonald takes it again, and McDonald with the utmost of ease taps it over the bar there for a score for the Legends. So after 22 minutes of play, it's Mayo 1-4. The All-Stars 5 points. Ball now is with Tomas O'Grady. O'Grady flicks it across to Liam McHale. McHale will be going for his own score, I think, this time. Just punted in over the top there again. Taken in back to Pat Holmes, and Pat Holmes slots it over the bar. Yes, scores coming fairly freely. Heard from the public address system there, former greats being all brought in on the far side of the field. It's nice to see them here. The great Leal Cairns and Barnes Murphy from Sligo. Marty McHugh from Donegal, and number 15 Bernie Flynn has been pulled down here, but free quickly taken there by Joe Brolly and sent over the bar. White flag goes up. Up they go for it there. John Finn breaks it down there. Now with Bernard Flynn, a man who had umpteen operations on those legs, doesn't look too bad this evening. And yes, Joe Brolly went for the onion mag there. But I think it must have been a miss. I don't see no change on the scoreboard. Wonderful how those lads have kept themselves in such good shape after a lot of injuries and operations and so on.
Mike Finnerty as well, if you can make your way in to the pitch, if you wouldn't mind. Mike Finnerty, if you're still here.
Now the ball is with Colin Maloney. The ball now is with Willie Joe Padden. Willie looking for his options. Feeds it into John Mahan, but John Mahan is outgone there by the All-Stars. Pat Holmes to Anthony Larry, and Larry again is just tapping them over the bar. Yes, another point there for Larry. Larry hasn't lost the touch by no means. Ball is fed out here to Kevin O'Neill. Kevin O'Neill. Out to Kieran MacDonald. MacDonald puts up to the far side of the field. Peter Ford now comes away with it. Great Mayo full back. Out to John Finn. John Finn takes it down here to O'Grady. Tomas O'Grady. O'Grady soloing in now. Opening up for him at the moment. Kieran McGeaney coming to him. Six down to Pat Holmes. Pat Holmes. It's out to Liam McHale, and McHale goes for it again, and it's over the bar.
Gabriel Irwin is replaced in goals there by Eugene Lavin.
Yes, Gabriel Irwin, as I said, the Mayo goalkeeper, being replaced by Eugene Lavin. Maybe they're just playing one half here. Kick out by Gear Sheeran. Hops on the centre of the field there. Kieran MacDonald takes out the far side of the field. Ah, yeah, another point there for that. That looks. The yellow, oh no, Reddy's brother. You're not sure, hadn't you? Come along. You go with the Mayos. Good man, yourself, thanks.
Now, just the half-time score. The Mayo selection won 7, the rest of Ireland 6 points. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all here for a very special occasion. It is to raise money for cystic fibrosis. And we're going to talk to a couple of people during half-time that are affected by cystic fibrosis, that are involved in the charity. And we're going to have a quick word with them in just a couple of minutes. We're also going to introduce you to some of the players that aren't togging out today, but are here nonetheless. It's a huge effort by everyone to be here. So.
Yes, so welcome back here to St. Joseph's Park for the second half of this charity match here between the All-Stars and the Mayo Legends. The score at this stage is Mayo 1-7, the Legends 6 points. Mayo getting the ball out, but it's intercepted on the far side of the field by Desi Farrell, and Desi will take the free himself, kicks it across the square. Cut out there by the Mayo goalkeeper there, Eugene Lavin, has come in for the second half, and the ball goes down here. Nicely picked up here by the Mayo man. He kicks it into the centre. Take on the far side of the field now by the Things. The ball now is with the great Joe Bradley. Bradley's kick there intercepted by Kevin Stanton, who's on for the second half here. And the Mayo men are on the attack again. A lot of new men in now in the Mayo side. Fresh legs. John O'Mahony has introduced a few at half time.
We need a bit of encouragement for them in the second half. I said they're running out of a bit of a win. So.
Ball comes over here to this side of the field now, and it's taken here now, and Anthony Egan has made his debut on the far in at full forward for the Mayo lads. The Legends now going in, and the ball is pushed off Flynn there.
Running notices there's a car blocking an entrance.
Ball is kicked in, and the ball goes wide.
So if you're responsible for 06WH,
very difficult now to pick out some of the players, because there's all the great turnout that was here today. They're trying to give them all a run, so there's a lot of different players on now, so we just let it flow, and plays at the far side of the field, and the Mayo lads are putting a few passes together. Some of them indeed showing great skills and great pace, but intercepted now by the Dubs, and it's down here now, and it's with the great Kevin Walsh. Kevin Walsh still running there now, and Kevin into Eddie McHale. Eddie McHale slips it inside to Bernard Flynn, and Bernard Flynn has gone for the goal, and Bernard Flynn has scored a great goal there for the All-Stars, and the score is now Mayo Legends 1-7, the All-Stars 1-6. Yes, I suppose the closeness of the score is a good thing. It'll keep the interest in it anyhow. Gabriel Lavin kicks out to the far side of the field. Taken out there by, I think it's Eugene McHale. Eugene clips it in, and a nice little touch there from another point there scored for the. So the signs are now level at 1-7 apiece. Huh? 45, or is it a 45? Yes, that didn't go over the bar here. Michael Welch, the cameraman here, spotted that. Good eye, and it's what there Bernard Flynn tried to chip it to. Was cut out, is coming up along the wing here. That's McGarry there that had the ball there, number 17. Liam McHale, just a lot of players showing some nice touches on the ground, whether it's they haven't got the energy to bend down and pick it up. Ball that was up at the rather in there, and it's gone over the bar. Yes, some of those players, like some of them in good shape, and more of them having a lot to be desired. Definitely you won't recognise them by their younger days.
And he wore a different jersey, just so everyone would know. Is the goalie's jersey on him?
Who's this?
Wearing a blue shirt as well, just so you all know where he's from.
Yes, that could be.
And Tommy Ward as well.
Here.
There's the next number 10 with the Mayo jersey on him.
Yes, two not more men there making. Seamus Weir and Tommy Ward has made their entrance now, and the ball is out here with Joe Bradley. Joe Bradley flicks it across to Sinan Connell. Connell on the attack now, the Mayo men. McDonald to Kevin O'Neill. Kevin O'Neill lays it off well there. There's a man out loose, but he's pulled down. Yes, the All-Stars pulled to the ground there, and Sinan Connell has it. He's leaving it to Kevin O'Neill. Kevin, I don't think he'll go for a score himself. These lads aren't showing any, not greedy by any means. They're throwing the ball around. Back with Brawley. Brawley out to Eddie McHale. Eddie tried a dummy solo there, but ball is back out now with number 20. Number 20 is on front of the goals. Turns again, and it's with number 10, Kieran McDonald. Lays it off to Bernard Flynn, and Flynn will finish. Yes, good score there by the Meath man. Yes, it's coming up there by Anthony McGarry. McGarry to Kevin Staunton. Kevin Staunton feeds Holmes, and Holmes gets it back to number 18. There's a Mayo man now putting on a great shove there. Now it's sent to number 13, and number 13 sticks it over the bar there for Brian Kilkelly. Ball is coming out again quick here now. The All-Stars, some nice touches here now. It's with Kieran McDonald again, and Kieran slips it into the Bernard Flynn. Flynn holds it very well there, showing a lot of the great traits he showed when he was in that great full forward line for Meath. But Bernard Flynn, Stafford and Colm O'Rourke, what a full forward line.
He looks to be the fittest man on the pitch at the minute. He seems to be on most of the ball.
Yes, coming up along the far side of the field now, and it's the Mayo man. You know, it's getting duskus here now. Can recognise Pat Holmes by the baldy head from here, but it's back and it's at O'Grady, and O'Grady kicks it in, and it's well held in the full back line there by the All-Star, coming away with it. Kicks it to Kieran McGeeney. McGeeney still very pacey. Ball is flicked in towards Eugene McHale. Eugene will sell a few dummies now. He has Tom Riley on his side. Back to Eugene, didn't pick it up. Bernard Flynn has it. Is it off to Eugene, and Eugene will try and register a score, but he dropped the ball as he was going through. Still hanging over it, but there's a tussle on the far side of the field, and it's won by the Mayo man, and the Mayo man kicks it out to John Finn. John out to the far side of the field. Cut out again by the All-Star. The All-Star stick it into Kevin O'Neill. Kevin, a punt pass in. Back again to O'Neill. Bernard Flynn takes it. Getting a lot of ball now, being surrounded. Laid it off well, but the ref is not. It's letting the play flow. McGarry gets the ball out there, and it's out to Kevin Staunton. Staunton to Tommy Ward, I think it was, with number 10 on his back. Lays it off to Liam McHale. McHale going up along the field now. Pass it out, and it's inside again. But it's Justin McNulty, number 4, who clears it out, and it's out with Joe Bradley, and Ronan Quinn coming down along the side here with it now. Feeds it off to Kevin O'Neill. Number 30 there for the All-Stars. Feeds it to Eugene McHale. Eugene anxious to get inside, but his way being blocked. Sinan Connell has it. Sinan Connell turns. It's fed inside now, and it's the great Bernard Flynn again. Yes, Bernard still knows where the goal is. The score now to bring you up to date is Mayo 1-7. The All-Stars, or Mayo 1-10 rather, and the All-Stars 2-7. About 15 minutes gone in the second half. Ball is out here now with John Finn. David Heaney coming up on the side, links up with Tony McGarry. Looks it out to, I know the number 18 is, and Holmes there looking for the ball again, and it's up on the far side of the field now. Mayo boys turning it around again, and it's number 24 shoots, but shoots wide. Yes, well, rouse there from the crowd, so obviously that ball went over the bar. Joe Brawley, very fit for a man who's out of football for some while and showing no ill effects here this evening. Up and down the pitch, just like a young fella. Turnover there, and Stanton kicks it out to the far side of the field. A lot of Mayo men calling for this ball now.
Nice red boots on him, doesn't he? Did you see them?
Kevin Stanton, Tommy Ward. Colin McManaman back on the field again. Ball is out here on the sideline. It's a free. Kevin Walsh with us. Into Senan Connell. Connell back to Kevin O'Neill. Kevin O'Neill racing to the centre. Feeds it out to Ronan Quinn. Kevin O'Neill takes it back. A flick there. Referee obviously didn't see it. It was backhand for Kevin O'Neill there. Eugene, number 22, kicks and Eugene scores. Yes. Fine point there from Eugene McHale. No doubt Eugene familiar with the post here in Knockmore. Score now is Mayo Legends 111, the All Stars 2-8. Yes, both teams showing no ill effects of their long layoffs. Prepare to run up and down the field here. Colin McManaman lays it off again. Yes, and a fine score there from, believe it was from Jarlath Jennings. What a score. So full of pushing from the back there. Yes, it's Quinn again lays it off here to Senan Connell. Connell flicks it inside. Back to Senan again. Bernard Flynn making himself available. Kicks it into the centre. Number 23. Number 24. Eddie McHale looking around. Eddie overholds and there's a free out. We're having a bit of fun on it. Yeah, that's what it's called, isn't it? Yes, Eddie McHale there was going through, but overheld the ball, and it's a free out. It's with Kevin Staunton. Staunton up the far side of the field. Liam McHale back to Staunton. 1-2. Great pace from some of the Mayo fellas. Number 18 is flicks the ball up there again, and it's Larry Finnerty, and
Take him off, quick, take him off.
Paul just overruns Larry there. Kay Sheehan kicks out. Kieran McGeaney on the far side. Kieran to Kevin O'Neill. Joe Bradley. Back to Ronan Quinn.
Henry Gavin is on there. Number 5 in the Knockmore jersey. Himself and Tom Riley, former club mates. Current club mates, maybe.
John Fenn there showing a great turn up. Sticks it out to Staunton. Staunton to Colin Mack. Colin Mack with Tom Ward on his right there, but not using him. Colin going again. Into Liam McHale.
And we also need the physios and the masseuses on standby because we have a few sore bodies here. John Mahan in an Knockmore jersey. It suits you, John.
Colin Mack over on the far side now kicks. Liam McHale and our John Mahan and John Finn exchanging jerseys. Exchanging jerseys down here. John Finn must be transferring to the All Stars, or is he going off? I don't know, but John Mahan seems to put on the Mayo jersey. John Finn has gone. Seems to have gone off on the far side.
Well done to John Finn.
Liam McHale there trying to get a ball up, but it's taken by Kevin Walsh instead. Former Galway midfielder come Sligo manager. Flicks it out, but it's going back in again as quick, and it's gone wide on this occasion. Score still is Mayo 2-12, the All Stars 2-8.
Kieran McGinney's on the ball now, passes it to Morris Sheridan.
The All Stars taking a run now, and number 20 here, like. Good kick in there, well saved by Eugene Lavin in the goal. Flicks it out to Mahan, and Mahan finds Colin Mack on the far side. One turn picks up Kevin Stanton, being chased by Eugene McHale. Stanton too fast on this occasion. Gets it out to Charlotte Jennings on the far side. Larry Finnerty. Cross into Pat Holmes, takes it well. Pat Holmes sticks it out and back to Pat Holmes, and he puts it in the back of the net. Fine goal there from Pat Holmes, former Mayo manager.
Pat Holmes, of course, playing out of his unusual position. You could be a forward yet, Pat.
Ball now with Kieran McGinney on the far side. McGinney to Welch. Welch flicks it on to Eugene McHale. Eugene trying to make a bit of ground. Bernard Flynn. Bernard Flynn to Cindy Connell. Connell to Bernard Flynn, and Flynn is going for the over the bar. Must be. I don't know where they got.
There, come on. The jersey's on. They're in negotiations with the manager.
Yes, the few lads still left running out there. Colin McManaman being one of them. Picks it up towards Larry Finnerty. It's a real fun game all the same, and it's turnover there by McGinney. A few of them fairly serious about it. Eddie McHale tried a shot there, and Eugene Lavin made a great save.
Borg is in number 2 and Willie Joe's in number 13.
Two greats.
Willie Joe, where's your headband?
Two greats coming on there again. Borg Brogan and Willie Joe Padden. Don't know who's going off. These men have made a return, so maybe Mayo are playing extra men. I don't know. I don't care to know how you could count them here.
Minutes left now. I just want to let you know, if there's anyone parked down at the new pitch side.
We're into the last 5 minutes of the game now. And the score is Mayo 3-12, All Stars 2-10.
And you'll get your way back out onto the main road again. So if you're parked on this end, down at the new pitch end.
Willie Joe Padden there lets it off. And the great bomber has it again, and he kicks going across into the square, well taken by Kay Sheehan in the goals.
Also, I just want to let you know that there's a free loaf for everybody in the audience tonight, thanks to O'Hara's Bakery. They're wrapped up in red and green wrapping as well. So thank you so much to O'Hara's Bakery for being so generous to everybody here tonight.
Kieran McGinney goes down, and still traits of the old Kieran. Out towards Peter Butler on the far side, Knockmore, one number 6 to another.
So if anyone is around Knockmore, took a few people out there. Frank Noon is after coming on there. Big round of applause for him.
Coming on, who's coming off?
Thursday afternoon here at GA Pitch. There will be 30 cameras here up for the match, and they're encouraging children, families, everyone to come along to the pitch if they can Thursday afternoon. And if you want to get in touch with the club a little bit closer to the time, they'll have the time. But they're thinking after lunch on Thursdays. Micheál Collins is after coming in there, number 17.
Yes, there's a bit of controversy down here in the goal now. It must have been a... Oh, yes. Fine score there by Joe Brawley, and then
Joe
down on his knees, taking the acclaim from the crowd. Yes. Knocked in a fine score there.
Now Jimmy Brown is coming in as well, or is he?
Regular.
Or is he going to take the jersey? Oh no, he's no jersey.
Punted on
Just
the
give him a big
RTE
round of
show, so
applause.
everybody will be familiar with the famous Joe Brawley. Controversial at times, but nevertheless, never afraid to give his opinion.
Only minutes left now.
Mahan now coming away with the ball. Punts it upfield, but it's McGinney out jumps it. Back again with Kevin O'Neill. Kevin O'Neill and the All-Stars are going for a score here. Point or two will level it up. At the moment there's 2 points in it. Ball is in now and Lavin intercepts there, but the ball is loose. I'd say it was handled on the ground, and yes, the referee Jerome Henry was awake to that, and a free out. He really has let the play flow, which is a great thing, and played, as I said before, in a very sporting manner, and a lot of fine skills on show. Colin Mack looking for the ball out here in front of us with Kevin Stanton. Stanton flicks it into Tommy Ward. Tommy Ward.
So I hope everyone can make it in for a drink.
It's Mahan now going upfield there, lays it off again, and it's with number 2, the great Pádraig Brogan, and no doubt in his heyday he would have put that in the back of the net, but even Pádraig Brogan is losing the touch.
There for stopping Pádraig Brogan's attempt on goal. Didn't happen very often, though. Well done.
Kevin Welch now sticks it out again. A lot of new numbers in here. Number 30, back to Eugene McHale there, number 22. Eugene being fouled, and it's a free in. No doubt the All-Stars will be looking to level it up. Free has been taken quickly, and it was with Brawley there. Brawley did his best, and number 2 kicks, and number 2, Christy Murphy there, kicks wide. I suppose that's why number 2, he has number 2 on his back, as the man says. We're in the last few minutes now of the game, and the ball is out here now with Kevin Stanton. Kevin Stanton is going to feed it out for the Mayo lads. Being confronted by his former teammate Kevin O'Neill, but he lays it off to Colin Mack. Mack going up the field. Fix it inside, and it's with the great Pádraig Brogan, and Brogan decides to pass rather than shoot this time, but the ball is in the net. Yes, he had a great hand in that, and no doubt that the Mayo lads now are 4-12 and the All-Stars are 3-10. So goals aplenty coming now. Off the ground there, but no whistle. The ball now is with David Heaney there. Ball is out here now with the Mayo man. The man is Frank Noon. Noon up the field, toe to hand. Sticks it out to the wing here, but cut out. Partly cut out, but it's out there with Pat Holmes. Pat Holmes flicks the ball inside. Pádraig Brogan again with the ball, and Pádraig kicks it over the bar, and let's hope he hasn't done himself too much injury with that. With a great crowd here from the local support for the great man himself. Ball out now with Senil Connell. Connell to Kevin Welch. Down the field to Quinn. Flick into Kevin Neal. Oh, Kevin O'Neill will like to register a score, I'd say, and can easily do it, but laying it off. A lot of a very unselfish play to Ronan Quinn. Or Kieran MacDonald, I think it was, yeah. Ball is coming away now with Kevin Stanton. Brawley following it outfield, eager as ever to get a score. He'll be getting the ball now in a few minutes. He does from Justin McNulty. Brawley sticks a good pass over to Kieran MacDonald. Kieran MacDonald, number 10 on his back, lays it off to Kevin O'Neill. They're looking for the onion bag, I think. Yes, it's in there by Kevin Walsh. But Eugene Lavin in the goal. Sticks it out the far side of the field. Out there.
Tommy Ward on the ball now.
Tommy Ward now down the far side of the field. Also Grady going in. There's it back to Willie Joe. Willie Joe throws it to Liam McHale. McHale to... the ball comes back there off the post, and it's out the far side of the field. Brogan has it in hand. Brogan takes a shot. Yes, Brogan took a shot there and it rebounded off the post, and the post is still standing, I think. But yes, there was power there, some of the old power that he possessed. Ball is out now with Kevin O'Neill for the All-Stars. O'Neill flicks it out to Kevin Walsh here. Walsh being confronted by Colin McManaman. Flicks it in towards Eugene McHale. Eugene sidesteps. Flicks it in. Into Kieran McDonald. McDonald into Bernard Flynn. Bernard Flynn takes a good shoulder there, but still can't get up. And the ball is on the free. I think it went over the bar, yes. Yes, there was a heavy shoulder there, but Flynn was equal to it. And there goes the referee, blows the one-time whistle. And the score here at Knockmore is Mayo 4-14, All-Stars 3-11. What an enjoyable match we had, and thankfully everything went so well. Nobody showing any sign of injury or anything like that. So they all shake hands, and great camaraderie amongst the players, and indeed the end of it all, it's all for a very good cause, and it's great to have seen such a huge crowd here supporting that worthy cause of cystic fibrosis. So this is only part of the show. We'll have some interviews later, I'm sure, and a good night's crack for all. So from St. Joseph's Park here in Knockmore, Slán agus Bannocht.
We just have a quick word with you for the video. Well done to you. Great occasion here today, so it's lovely to play, was it?
It's a massive occasion, really, and it's great to get together for, I suppose, the year of the gathering, and it's a great gathering for ex-GA players and to meet especially other players from around the country, like, you know. And naturally, because it's for cystic fibrosis, it's it's close to a lot of families' hearts throughout the country, like, you know. So it's a great occasion in every way, you know.
Good stuff. You're in good shape. You were all right out there running around.
Probably I'm keeping the weight off, so that's the only reason I'm in good shape. It's not from too much training. Let's put it that way, you know.
We'll see you later on. Have a good night.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, it was nice to be back playing, was it?
Yeah, it was indeed. It was a great occasion. Fabulous turnout here. It was very well organised, so it was great to participate. Yeah.
Lovely to see some players that you might have seen.
Yeah. And thankfully there wasn't too many old scores to settle. You know, it was all played in the spirit it should be. But it was great to see some of the old faces again.
Good stuff. So the body will be sore after that.
The body will be sore. Yeah, a few tight muscles, all right, but all well worth it. Well worth it.
Yeah, not at all. Casey, we're doing a commemorative video for the occasion, so you'll be starring in there in the full forward position. Did you enjoy that?
I did. It was great fun. Haven't ran in a few years, Larita. Your signs on, my touch was gone, but it was great to see so many people turning up for such a good cause, and look at the turnout, fantastic. But yeah, it's a shame I lost my touch in front of goal there.
You did a small bit there.
Yeah.
I was calling for you to be replaced.
It was on
about 20 minutes.
It was on purpose. So I was trying to give the ball. Every time I gave the ball into Brogan, it wasn't coming back. So that was the way it goes. But
well, it was nice to see two Mayo men, one from Charlestown, one from Knockmore, passing the ball to each other.
Yeah, very unusual. Yeah, but it was, as you said earlier, though, the occasion was brilliant. Look at the huge turnout of the crowd, and mentioned cystic fibrosis, great cause. So I hope they made a packet.
Lovely, good to see you.
All right, Larita.
So Justin McNulty, it's good to have you down in Knockmore. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. Great fun. Bit of pain now, so we'll see tomorrow how much I enjoyed it.
We're in there and ready to go, so the Tiger Balm is ready to be used.
It's going to take some deep massage to get over this pain.
So you're going to be here for the night and enjoy the festivities of the whole.
Oh, listen, we'll see where it goes from here. We've obviously the match tomorrow might prevent us from a late one, you know, so we're going to have good fun anyway.
Good stuff. It was nice to see some old faces that you might have seen for a while.
Experience told there tonight. The team with most experience tore the young guys apart, I thought. So it was great fun to hook up with so many old faces.
A few of them with a bit of excess weight that they needed to shed, but they might have lost a couple of pounds out there.
I think that would be most of us. Most of us tonight have a few excess pounds.
You were sharp enough there now. You were moving up the centre quite fast.
Well, I had to take big breaks after each round, you know.
Thanks a million. Good to see you here.
Thank you.
I reckon you should be man of the match after that performance. You were fairly sharp out there.
Oh, I was happy enough for the first half, but the lungs started affecting me then the second half, so I just sat back, let Liam and Michael do all the running then. It was good fun now. It was good to meet up with a few of the guys I hadn't seen in a few years. So I know a massive turnout. Like, I haven't seen a crowd like that in I don't know how long.
There was a lot of the players from 96, 97 that you would have soldiered with through the years out there playing.
That's right, and the funny thing about it, they're all in great shape. You saw Morris and Kevin O'Neill and Kieran Mack up and down, Aidan Higgins, like they're kept in great shape, so it's a credit to them all.
Good stuff. It's a huge charity as well to be involved in and take part with.
It is, yeah. No, Kevin rang me a few weeks ago, said his cousin Katie was affected by it, and I knew Colin Mack's son was as well, so it's a great cause, and it's great to see the crowd that came out to support it. Just shows you, because I think they're raising something like, trying to raise $1 million, and they're climbing Croke Patrick now in 2 weeks' time, and they're near the target at the moment. But I suppose the mood in Mayo football is positive at the moment. The county team's doing so well, so that obviously helped with the crowd as well.
So you playing any football still yourself?
No, I haven't played in I'd say about 2 years now. I'm working in England. I'm working in London. I fly over every week. So I played with Claregallen for 2 years, but I wasn't enjoying it. I wasn't training that much, so with work and everything. So I packed in about 2 years ago.
Good stuff. Well, you never know. You might make a
I
reappearance.
don't think so.
Thanks a million, David.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Take care.
So, Kevin, huge crowd here tonight, and obviously it's for Katie and for cystic fibrosis. So, huge awareness was raised as well.
Yeah, no, I think it was great, and a great testament to everybody involved in cystic fibrosis, the club, and all the supporters that showed up today. And most of all, I think some of the players that came from all over the county and country and sacrificed their time. So it was a great day. There was a great crowd here, and lots of money raised for a very good cause. So great credit is due to everybody involved, I think.
It was great to see the likes of Porrick Brogan that hasn't played football or had anything to do with it for
I mean, it was unbelievable. I mean, he mightn't be as mobile as he was, but he still knows where the posts are. And a couple of others like Willie Joe and Liam McHale and Bernard Flynn and Joe Brolly. It was great to see them all out there.
And a lot of the lads that we spoke to, you know, that as you mentioned, Justin McNulty, all those lads, they've come from far away, and you know, they had no problem doing it when you asked them because it was a good cause.
Yeah. I think a lot of people forget that they're still, you know, giving a lot of their own time to causes like this, back to their own clubs, and while you might see them every second week or so in Croke Park, they still haven't forgotten where they come from, and they support all these things, which is great.
And of course the GA is such a powerful community and network, you know, they're always rallying together with everyone.
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, they do so much good work outside of developing their own teams and in their own clubs, and they do support a lot of charities, and it's great to see that.
And you're still playing a bit of football, Kevin?
No, Loretta, no. Very rare occasions.
You look sharp.
I wouldn't say that now. I'm ready to have a heart attack.
Thanks a million, Kevin.
Thanks a million. Thanks, Loretta. Yeah.
It was nice to see you back playing football again.
Yeah, we'll see tomorrow morning what I feel like. I don't think the body will be too good shape tomorrow morning now after that, but yeah, it was a great occasion, great charity, great crowd, the fabulous crowd here today, like, you know, and look, you know, roll on next game, whenever that is.
You're making a reappearance. We can have it an exclusive for her first. But it was lovely to see everyone out and about and supporting this great cause.
Yeah, it was great. It was a good cause, like, you know, because it is a charity funded cause, like, you know, and any money they do get, it's all from charity, like, you know, and you know, and fair play to Katie too, like, you know, she was organised it, like, you know, and just a massive occasion, like, you know.
So it's constantly to raise awareness and just get it out there.
Exactly, because I don't think people know much about it, like, you know, so like I have some myself with it, like, you know, so we were just caught by surprise, like, but you know, he's doing very well, and things are looking good, and looking good for the future, and you know, it's, and medicines, all that improving every year, like, you know, so long run, like, you know, looks great, like, you know, so yeah, thank you very much.